the ocean with June, who is going to take the floor now. And here we go.
Thanks, Robbie. Once upon a time, the sun and the moon would argue about who would light up the sky. They fought, they argued, but once the moon proved to be as bright as the sun, they decided to start sharing the sky. And this was a story from one of the last surviving tribes of hunter-gatherers in the world, the Akta tribe in the Philippines. Everyone was curious about this tribe, so some research was done. So by the University College of London, they wanted to find out what qualities the tribe valued amongst their peers. So they asked 300 tribespeople, who did they want to live with? Who was the strongest amongst them? And was it the hunters, the fishermen, the foragers, the doctors that healed people? And they added as what seemed like an afterthought, was it the storytellers? And guess what happened? Storytellers were found to be valued twice more than everyone else. See, the past year has been a roller coaster for me. I had a business shut down. I lost an opportunity I always wanted. So my mind was all over the place. I had no direction. But because of that, I took another path. And through that path, I found my tribe online. A tribe of creators, writers, teachers, and friends. And every single one I met had a story to tell, just like every one of you listening right now. And I was amazed by all the stories you shared, such as Julia's journey from having a corporate job to now owning her life as a copywriter. Or most stories about connecting with new people at school. And of course, Sayuri's great accomplishment, moving across the world and landing her dream job. All these stories had themes of growth, they had themes of mistakes, cooperations, and friendships. And because you shared your stories with me, I found something I've been looking for my whole life, a voice to tell my story. And as we move into the new year, that's what I want to start bringing to others around me. Just like the Akta tribe, I realized how important stories were. Because the stories we tell show others who we are and what we stand for. They can build relationships that can cross any border. It creates trust by signaling to others the values you stand for. And just like how we gather to tell tales around a campfire, it can foster community. And these are what stories did for me. And moving forward, I want to help others tell their story too. Because the meaning of life is to find your gift. And the purpose of life is to give it away. Thank you.
Yeah, I just saw Ravi write that. If you don't trademark that line, June, and use that last one, and if other people in here don't just steal that and use it and credit you left and right, like June, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just like I told Tim the other night, like I'm stealing that line. Like you're gonna see me say that in talks, write that in talks. Like that was so damn powerful. Man, that was like what a beautiful last speech. Tyler, go ahead.
June, that was great. I'm with Robbie. The last line was a killer capper to the whole thing too. That was wonderful. I really enjoyed the structure. I'll get to the delivery and the mechanics in a bit, but the structure was, again, really elegant. I mean, I'm very impressed with the high level of structure that everyone is incorporating in their speech. So what June did on multiple levels. So first he told you the sun and the moon story which was interesting. And it was a nice attention grabber. And then staying on theme, he talked about how there was a tribe and this tribe is interesting. People are studying this tribe, and what they value the most is the speakers. And then while he's telling you that, and you're listening, like, okay, that sounds interesting. Like, I can see why that tribe would value the speakers, because we probably value the speakers too. And then June made you realize that all of us today are just like the tribe. Like, what we think is the last tribe that's in the Philippines that exists. Well, really, we're just all in the same boat today. We're all in tribes. It's just the modern version of tribes. And then once again, inside of those tribes, who are the most important people today? Well, it's still the storytellers. And that was such a cool twist and talk. And I think everyone was nodding along and realizing it as you were doing it. And that was such a great warm up to get the entire audience receptive to your message. And so when you gave your personal examples and you mentioned some of your classmates by name, I am certain that those classmates that were mentioned, you were even further persuading them to your cause. Like, that's how valuable it was. Like, if you're one of those people that was named by June, I think you got a little bit extra warmth in your heart because he mentioned your name. Like, that's the power of the name. If he had mentioned my name or Robbie's name, we would have felt it too. So June, that's a very good, you had great hook at the beginning. You dug it in deeper with the twist of that we're all a tribe today. When you mentioned the names directly, like to those specific speakers, like if those were your real audience targets, you really got to the heart of them and they were completely in. And then when you finished with your final message of, find your gift and then give it away, I mean, everyone's ready to listen. Like, what a powerful ending message. It's a feel-good message. It's like, what a great way to end the final presentation, because it's basically what Robbie and I have discovered in our life. It's like, we have this ability to help people speak better, and we want to find a way to present it to as many people as we can. And I mean, June, I loved it. Like, this is just so wonderful. So it even affected me, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm just going to echo, like, June, that was beautiful. Like, that was so beautiful. And you're another person I've known since the beginning of Rite of Passage. And I mean, you don't know this, but I got an email today from Zane, who I guess you write with. And Zane was commenting on what he has noticed in terms of growth in you when you're speaking, when you're writing, and the way it's coming through. And then I see something like this tonight. And I mean, I got that email this morning, and then I get to see you tonight. Dude, this kind of just absolutely beautiful storytelling, absolutely beautiful, eloquent, elegant, man, just like, that's the type of thing that just shows words can really be music. Words can move us. Words can inspire us. Words can truly take on what I've always said is performativity, is the ability for words to bring about change. And I think you just delivered that right there. You absolutely delivered the ability for words to bring about change. So June, like, that was just a perfect way to cap off all of these speeches. Just so beautiful. And again, go back and read the chats, everybody. Just, it was unreal. You should all be so proud of yourselves. Man, that was good. June, really, really well done. I'm so impressed.
Thank you, Robbie. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.